course, get in your super chats because any amount gets your question or statement right on the air. And it also brings on our very special guest. We're very excited to have him on, folks. He is the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Not only that, he's going to be at MLW Slaughterhouse this October 14th. What is that? Is that Friday? Saturday, October 14th in Philadelphia at 2300 Arena. He's going to face Davey Boy Smith Jr., putting that title on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary, the one, the only, Alex Kane joins us now.
I'm here!
See, we didn't know when, but we knew you'd show up.
Look at the belt. The belt is shining too. Look at that thing.
It's shining. I think it's reacting to the green screen.
I think so.
That's perfect.
It'll be all right.
Alex, how you doing this morning?
I am doing great. I'm a little hungry, but I'm good.
Oh, what's a breakfast meal for the champion?
Breakfast meal, 3 to 5 eggs, some oatmeal with some peanut butter and some honey, and maybe a protein shake.
That's way above what I can eat. Way above. I'm just eating cereal. Do you have a favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay. All right. That's a banger right there. Gotta love the
Have you done any of the knockoff cereal, like the not Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but like the French Toast Crunch and all that stuff? Have you tried those?
Oh yeah, of course. I grew up poor.
I was a Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes kid, so I
gotta get the Fruity Loops. That's the knockoff.
The Fruity Loops, yeah,
the Fruity Loops.
Isn't that an app that you use to make beats?
That's also
yeah. It actually is. It actually is an application used to make beats.
Yes, there you go. Alex, what can fans expect this Saturday at MLW Slaughterhouse against Davey Boy Smith Jr.? He's back. He's coming for the gold. Just won the Opera Cup. What can fans expect from this match besides some suplexes and a lot of hard hitting? I would imagine.
Man, look, you can expect for him to fail like every other generation of Smith has failed to become world champion. That's what you can expect.
There you go.
Automatically just taking shots.
That's what I do. That's what I'm good at.
How's it been under the MLW banner now being on Fight TV? We had Court Bauer on just before the first fight show. And, this is something that you guys have been working on for a while because Fusion would kind of air just on various networks. It would always be on such a big delay and everything. Now we got Fusion. We're getting matches within, a couple of weeks of when they taped. Mm-hmm. Live specials, which you've headlined. How's it been under the Fight TV era thus far?
Man, it's been awesome. Like my family being able to watch me, in these title fights has been amazing because my brothers are hilarious. I want to get into some of the things that they be saying when they're watching the live stream, but it's just been amazing for people to just be able to get the MLW shows right then and there on Fight Plus. Again, it's just been amazing because before having to wait like several weeks for them to, put everything together and stuff like that, editing and stuff like that. So like for them to be able to just get it right then and there, money.
Court Bauer spoke to the New York Post a few months ago, and he mentioned the Don King connection to the Boy Fight Club. And he wanted to get you and Don King on screen together. Has there been any update with any of that stuff?
No. Don King is a very, very busy man. So I think right now we'll just have to go with them, like live piping him into the show. But one day it'll happen.
We got to get it. We got to make it happen.
If you could ask Don King one question, what would it be?
Man, how do I become as great as Mike Tyson? That's what I want to know.
Hit hard, deal with pigeons. Remember the Mike Tyson pigeon stories? That man loves his pigeons. Get in on that. I think eat babies, eat children. Mike Tyson just. Would you ever get a face tattoo?
No.
Actually,
no. I won't say no. It depends on how much money I have. If I have lots of money, then yeah, I'll get a face tattoo. Who's gonna tell me anything?
Zach, you won the MLW heavyweight.
I'll start a rap career too.
There it is. You won the title at never say never. So clearly you got to live by that mantra from now on.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I want to go back to your match against Willie Mack at Fury Road. Willie Mack's a big dude, and he is a tough guy to wrestle. What was the experience like working with a guy like Willie?
Very, very heavy, very hard hitting. Like there was a spot in the match where we were outside, and I think I threw him in the barricade. He threw me in the barricade. I was talking crap to him while he was kind of bent over. He headbutts me. I sit back in this chair. He runs around the ring, comes back around and kicks my head into the guardrail. I thought I was done. So if that tells you anything, that was a rough night. I wasn't concussed or anything, so we're good. But whew.
We when we had Court Bauer on our show, he praised you for really stepping up behind the scenes and taking on kind of a leadership role in MLW. How much have you grown kind of in that role? You know, being the champion, you're obviously one of the faces of the company now, but behind the scenes, like taking on kind of that more of a leadership role.
It's been like, I guess when I first got there, I was a little timid. I didn't know. I mean, even though like the atmosphere was chill, like I didn't really know how to like move and stuff like that. But just like over time, with the confidence that Court and management has had in me, I've kind of like blossomed, like with the whole like Boomae fight train thing, like bringing like, I guess like reaching out to talent, bringing them in, you know, like that, and getting more representation on screen. And then like because Court told me, you know, once I won the belt, it's like, you're the locker room leader now. So like however you want the locker room to be is how it's going to be. So like I'm just trying to foster an even more chill environment where, you know, I want everybody to get along. I want everybody to watch each other's matches. I want it to be as much of a team as it can possibly be. And the goal is to put on the best show for these fans as humanly possible.
I want to ask about the importance of representing the LGBTQ community. I think most people know, or maybe they don't, that you identify with the LGBTQ community and you are the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Talk to me about the importance of that representation and what it means to you and how it also influences others, especially in the wrestling world.
I think it's important because like you have so many LGBTQ wrestlers in professional wrestling. And, you know, some are just on the come up and, you know, some are, you know, already at the big stage. For the ones that are on the come up, like you can look at me and be like, okay, look, if Alex Kane can do it, then I can do it. So I feel like that's pretty damn inspiring. And especially to be a world champion in 2 years in the company, it's something to strive for. But yeah, it's very, very important to me.
What's it been like with the backstage and a lot of pre-tapes when it comes to Boomae Fight Club? How have you kind of grown into doing those and getting more comfortable with those?
Man, they used to call me like 6-take Alex when I first started because it was that bad. Like it took me a while to like find like my groove and like my style. Like it takes me a good bit to get warmed up. You got to get the juices flowing. The creative juices got to get flowing. And then like also one thing that I learned that helps me is like listening to rap music. Because there's always a great bar in there or something that you'll hear and you'll be like, oh snap. Like, okay, I can piece this together, piece that together. Boom, we have a great promo. But like now I'll get it in like 1 or 2 takes or whatever, and that's all I really need. But it's helped my promos outside of the company. It's helped my promos in front of a live crowd. I'm just comfortable. Like I'm ready to let off these shots at any time.
Okay, I've got to ask a follow up when it comes to the rap music. Yeah, Joel knows. Favorite rappers, top 5. My
top 5. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have a top 5. I don't have the top 5. But I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything. I think right now there's man, let me see. Hold on.
Have you listened to the new Drake album? I saw you tweet a little bit.
I listened, so I haven't listened to the whole album. There's one song called I guess it's I Don't Give an F. And it's him and Yeet. And Yeet is rapping his bar or whatever. And then I think Drake says money for fun or something like that. And like they have been crucifying this man online for it. And it's been the funniest thing. Because then I saw one video where Yeet's rapping and Drake's like waiting, money for fun or whatever. So it's just a bunch of videos like that. But I like Chief Keef. I like Young Dolph, rest in peace. Key Glock. I guess I do have a top 5. I'm trying to find this dude's name. What is this? Yeah, I guess Yeet is on there. His name's 22GZ. He made the song called Twirlanta, and it is just great. It takes a while to build up to get to the actual beat drop, but it's just good music.
Oh, so this is more new school stuff. See, I don't listen to any of that. I'm
Yes.
I'm a old school.
You got to listen to some new school stuff.
I'm set in my ways. I am way too set in my ways. The Drake album, the only thing I liked was the J. Cole verse. Everything else I could leave behind on that album. I'm one of those people. I don't listen to much of the new school stuff. You mentioned Tutu. I apologize that I forget this man's name. Twirl Atlanta. There you go. Him. You represent the South scene a lot, going back to action and everything. What's it mean to you to represent that scene still?
Man, it's dope, especially I was kind of made aware of this. I didn't really see myself as this, but Sean Dean, when I had won, it was either before I won the belt or after I won the belt, he kind of called me the dark horse of my class coming up at the WWA 4. I was trained by AR Fox. I was kind of the dark horse because I did everything my own way. I didn't follow, the trend of what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is going to a particular show called Evolve. And they were trying to get on that way. And I decided that it was more important for me to get my reps in and to wrestle than to, try to kiss somebody's tail to get on to a platform. I just grinded my way out. And to come up how I came up, I was in this show called the Future Showcase, which is done by the SCI tournament. It was me, this guy named Nolan Edwards, this other guy, and that show kind of put me on the map, because there was really nobody else that had like a suplex style, I guess we call it a gimmick, and so to be able to stand out in that way, and from that moment on, my career has just been on this rocket ship type trajectory, even now, and it's still going up. So to be able to represent the Southeast in the way that I am, sometimes it doesn't feel like my impact or I guess my footprint on the Southeast is that big, but every now and again, my peers down here will remind me.
Last year you had a match against Billie Starkz.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very special performer, a very special wrestler. Talk to me about working with someone like Billie, who seems to be taking the wrestling world by storm in her way.
Man, Billie is a bully, dog. She is a bully. She is a bully. You think I'm bad, she's even worse.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on, spill.
Bro, she's just mean. She be saying some of the slickest stuff. I can't even repeat on here. She be saying some of the slickest stuff.
No, you're good. We're past 15 minutes. Do whatever you want.
And at the time, I think she was 17 or whatever. So it's wait till this damn bell ring. Wait till this bell ring. I can't put my hands on you right now. But wait till the damn bell ring. But no, I mean, other than her being Billie Starkz, because that's an alter ego of hers. She's truly really special. One of the, I think a few shows after that Future Showcase match, she had tweeted about me or something, and she was like, She was listening to this one guy's podcast, and the guy was saying that I was next up if I wanted it. And she was like, okay, we're going to see. I'm on the show with the guy. We're going to see what he's about. She watched me wrestle, and she was like, okay, yeah, this guy is definitely next up. And then like the relationship kind of grew from there. She has this thing called the Big Starkz brand, which is a I guess you would say a knockoff of the Big Baller brand. So then everybody has like knee sleeves and stuff like that. We all represent, and like I signed to them. This was a few months before I signed to MLW, so I signed to them or whatever. And we made it like a whole big thing. But it was just a way to like shine a light on up and coming talent that is out here, getting it. But she definitely is special. I mean, outside of her being Billie Starkz, she's a pretty dope human being.
Isn't her?
She doesn't like that I talk so much crap. I especially talk a whole lot of crap online. She doesn't like that, but it is what it is.
Isn't her being a bully a direct tie to Mouse? Like Mouse is the one just like, my kid's gonna beat everybody. He's telling her she sucks when she loses and everything. She's gotta return that energy to somebody else. I'm blaming Mouse for a lot of this.
I definitely blame Mouse for a lot of it. Mouse is a menace. He is a menace to the highest degree.
100% is an absolute menace. I want to comment on something and ask you about something. So Effie kind of made some headlines and some waves with basically just saying like, being a TV star does not mean you are a draw in the world of wrestling. And I saw you kind of repost this. I want to get your thoughts on sort of what Effie had to say about that, of like, hey, just because you're on TV doesn't mean you can like make all this booking fee, or you're going to bring in hundreds to your local independent show and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I said Chef Effie was cooking, like, and he really was. Like, I see so many guys that are on TV. They're not even the guy where they're at. They're not featured on television, but they have that whatever. They have one of the big three acronyms next to their name, and they'll act like they're a star. So they'll charge all of this money. Like I had one show that I was on. I won't mention who it is, but he charged a hefty amount and did not draw the way that they thought he was going to draw. And I'm just like, dog, I even told the promoter, I'm like, just because he's on television doesn't mean the people that watch him on television are going to come to your show. So that doesn't mean that they're going to draw. Also, if they're not prominently featured on television themselves, obviously their company doesn't believe in them that much. So why do you have so much faith in them? And that's a huge thing. You just have a bunch of people in independence with all of this money, and instead of paying the talent that they have on their show consistently more money, and when paying them more money and also paying them for their transportation, because a lot of these bookers don't do that either. Like instead of trying to come out of pocket, I think the craziest number I heard was like 15,000, which is nuts. Instead of paying that money to that one person, how about you disperse that amongst the roster that's here all the daggone time? I think that's wild. Like, if you're not a draw, you're not, just because you're on, like you said, just because you're on TV doesn't mean you're a draw. Like, Effie is probably one of the, if there's an independent wrestling Hall of Fame, he'll go into the Wrestling Hall of Fame, damn it. That man is amazing. Just amazing. He's changed the game. He told you he was going to change the game years ago, and that's what he's doing. That's my piece. That's my piece.
I love it. I've got one last question for you. When's the match versus Shaza McKenzie?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but somebody needs to quit being so scared. It's gonna be a banger match. It's gonna make money, and it's gonna be overall fun. I have one booker that he might book the match. We'll see. He might book the match. But he was like, "She's gonna kill you." I'm like, You wild for saying that. You out your rabbit ass mind is what my mom would say. You out your rabbit ass mind if you think.
When you're on this show, you win your matches. We've come to realize this. So first of all, you got a great chance coming up at Slaughterhouse on Saturday, October 14th. MLW at Philadelphia's 2300 Arena. You're taking on Davey Boy Smith Jr. That world title on the line. Alex Kane, thank you so much for joining us. Anything else you want to plug? Please go ahead.
Follow me on Twitter at Alex_Kane11, Instagram at Suplex Assassin, TikTok at Alex_Kane11. Just remember that MLW is the game's best kept secret. We got diversity in there. You got Me and the Boomite Fight Club. You got super heavyweights like Jacob Fatu. We got the next generation like Ichiban, Love Doug, and Nolo Katano. We even got hardcore wrestling, dog. I mean, not full on death matches, but we got hardcore wrestling. Ricochet Page and Raven. Stream MLW Fusion, especially when I'm on there, but always stream it. But especially when the champ is on the screen. Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Just remember that Booma is for the people, and don't let Charles McKenzie on the show because I can't have that. I can't have a draw.
That's fine. We don't bring her on because then our boss gets angry too. So it's okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Alex.
also remember that Davey Boy Smith Jr. about to get all this work, and that is on. Boomayay! Boomayay! Boomayay!
Our dude, Alex Kane, thank you so much. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Alex. There you go. MLW World Heavyweight Champion right there.